Hey guys! Welcome back to our YouTube channel, video number 2. Just want to thank you guys so much for the support that we received from the first video. Really, it was just amazing.
Thank you guys. I'm Divine, the D of DNN.
And I'm Nox, the N of DNN. And guys, today's video is going to be absolutely cool. We are doing a course for
Coarse hair.
So, that was awesome.
We planned that.
Yeah, like kismet.
Yeah.
So guys, we'll just be talking about our natural hair journeys, how we got to this point, and also some thoughts that we have about the discussion of coarse hair.
Yeah. I think for me, it started before it even started. I grew up having relaxed hair my whole life, and that was kind of the vibe at home. It was always understood when we undid our hair, you go to a hair salon, you get it relaxed and you get it plaited again. And our hair, my family has really, I guess, long, healthy, thick hair, so it never seemed like something was wrong. That was my normal for a while. Also, having been colonized by Belgium, our country has always had Eurocentric ideals of beauty, and that was always what we were around. So I never knew any different.
Yeah.
And then I grew up, and that was my my reality. And then I just realized little by little, the older I was getting, was that I felt very ugly when my hair wasn't done.
Sure.
When we moved to South Africa, and I think it was just about an awakening, I think, as a human being, as a person. And I think I just started growing up, I started realizing that, wait, why do I feel uncomfortable being in my natural state, if that makes sense? My best friend in high school, her name is Tumi, shout outs babes, and she had beautiful natural hair, and she didn't care, like she had her hair open all the time. And in school there was comments like, I don't know how to, but literally, like, to me, can you just
size down,
like, can you
manage,
just
control,
you understand, like, just make it neat. And I remember we'll get to her, but she never let that get to her, and it gave me courage as well to say she is so proud in who she is. So I was like starting to question a lot of things that were inside of me as I was growing up. And also, like I say, meeting Jesus, falling in love, was to see that God loves me so much. Why would he make me something that's not beautiful?
Yeah.
And so I started to look inside and say, no, this is actually beautiful. This is what he intended as well. And so and for me it was gradual. I didn't I just stopped relaxing my hair. My natural hair started growing, so I had like a very awkward phase where I had like transitioning. It was like natural hair and then long relaxed hair, and I never left it open because it was like very awkward. Like, people have questions, me too. I also don't know what's happening. And then I went to the hair salon once with a friend of mine, and this lady washed my hair, and she sees it in the state that I'm used to, but she's like horrified. She's like, girl, and she's speaking in vernac, and I'm like, damn, it's about to go down. She just took scissors and I'm like, she didn't even ask me, y'all, but yeah, that's how she cut my hair. And I remember feeling naked for the first time. Imagine being within yourself but feeling like you don't belong, like, who's this person? I remember coming back from the hair salon in the car, and I was like, nobody has ever seen me like this. Jesus, you need to take the whole bus, not just the wheel. Like, you need to take everything. I was so scared, and I don't know why, but I felt shame about being myself. And I remember just getting to res, and people were like, oh my gosh, I never knew you had natural hair. They're like, you look so beautiful. I'm like, girl, don't lie, stop. And then I think little by little I got to a point where I was just like, my face, this is me. And so I made my decision. And something that she's gonna mention, the main thing is just to make decisions from a place of not feeling insecure.
So guys, for me, my story basically goes that when we grew up, it was basically that natural hair is like high maintenance. If you're going to it's going to be difficult for you to manage natural hair. So relaxing was a way of making it easier for you to manage your hair. It's easier to put in a pony. It's easier to moisturize and use and whatnot. And I think that was the culture that we grew up in, So for all my life, it was just like, oh, I relax because my own natural hair is unmaintainable. It's difficult to have. It's just coarse, whatever. So yeah, Coarse for Coarse hair, huh? Is it Coarse for Coarse hair?
Isn't that crazy though? Like, it's difficult to maintain. It sounds like you're describing a black woman.
Ooh.
She's difficult. It's too hard.
That's another discussion. We'll get to that. So basically, so then I just grew up with that, and it was constantly, and people don't realize that when you relax your hair, it really becomes weaker over time. It gets thinner, it breaks, and I was just sick and tired of the breakage, but I was also not sick and tired to the point where I was ready to make it like change. I used to cut my hair, but the cutting was so that I can grow my natural hair, so I can be strong again, so that I can relax it to have strong, relaxed hair.
What kind of cycle is
It's
this?
like guys, it's psychotic. So then one day in matric, I remember 2014, I was going to take out my weave from the matric dance that we had, and obviously the plan was to relax and to get it, the cycle, continue the cycle. But I looked at myself in the mirror and I was literally like, chop this off. Literally, that's what I said to the saloonist. I was like, saloonist, is that a word?
English.
That's what I said to the saloonist. English also. So I was just like, cut it off, please. And he was just like, but didn't you come here to somebody get this girl a gin? Get this girl a vodka.
She's having a Britney moment.
A Britney, right, really.
Sorry, mental health.
Hey, guys, my trick was tough, you know what I'm saying? So then, he cut it off and literally bold for the boldness. So that's what happened, and I've been bold since. The other bold, not that bold. And then as Devon was saying, that really our hair decisions need to come from a place where firstly we need to know who we are. As black individuals, as females, as males, if you're a male watching the show, you need to know who you are, your ethnicity, where you come from, and the struggles of your people to finally be able to wear their hair with pride. So I had to go through that journey like Divine to find out and to also see other women who were beginning to take a stand for their natural hair. Viola Davis, many other...
I really
Please,
love
your
her.
next premiere. And many other females who I've seen, my mother also going natural, many of my friends going natural, and it really gives you the courage to continue in this journey, because I mean, even though I've cut my hair from 2012, 14. 2014. I've also had this desire to relax it in between, but I decided not to, simply because, I mean, look at this, guys. That was not pretty. We were supposed to have like a moment, and then you just like put it in my face. I'm sorry. Are you okay? I'm okay. It smells great though.
Thank you. Listen.
That's not a language. So then, guys, so we really want to encourage you that every hair decision that you make really needs to come from a place of secure, knowing who you are. Doesn't matter what way you go. If you want to go natural, if you want to weave it, if you want to twist it, if you want to whatever, as long as you make that decision knowing that firstly your natural hair that grows from you, that your body produces, is good.
I'm sure. Gonna film a little video for you guys. Mine is gonna be my bad and bougie weekly routine of how I maintain my hair moisturized and soft and beautiful. And
mine is going to be our night routine, so don't go away because our tutorials are coming up next.
Hey guys, so this is Divine. So I'm just gonna show you what I usually do weekly or even daily to maintain my hair throughout the week when I'm super busy or when I'm not busy at all. And I want to keep this simple as possible, so I'm only gonna use 3 products. So we're gonna use water, we're gonna use oil, and we're gonna use a cream. That's the lock method, as people usually mention it. So yeah, when I wake up in the morning, my hair is usually in like 4 little parting of hairs, but Nox is going to show you guys how to do that. And usually I just have my water and I got next I take oil. Now you don't have to get fancy and worry. I've got 3 options for you. I've got your normal castor oil, and I think this works wonderful. take a cream. Now this is very important because your cream usually helps with keeping the moisture. Obviously within 2 days or 3 days, you're walking outside, there's the wind, there is the air, there is the dust, there is the sun, it dries out your hair. So it's very, very important to use a cream. Take a comb, white tooth. We know with black hair you can't play and try and come here with these thin combs, it's not gonna work. And is it painful? Yes. Are you gonna die? No. So it's done with that, you see I have little shading, and that's because I've been using this regimen for a while now. This is all the shading I've gotten. Don't know if you can tell, but yeah, so it's not as bad. And then I just zhuzh it up. You know your hair, so you know how it looks, you know if it's looking right, and yeah, then you just work with it depending on you. Now my go-to these days, because I'm so busy with classes, like honors is not a joke, nobody's laughing. Send help. Now I usually lay my edges the night before. So if you want a video on how to lay your edges, listen, I'm no expert, but you know sometimes it works out. So just let me know. I've got products that I use that don't flake, products that are good, and they're so inexpensive. I used to use Eco Styler gel, but I stopped using it because it was flaking so much. I was like, damn, this relationship ain't working out. So you don't need that kind of flakiness. So I'll definitely show you products. Just let us know. I even hooked Nox into this, and she is eternally grateful, and she owes me a kidney now. That's how good the products are. So just let us know if you want to see the routine of how I do my nighttime routine, because then that goes in as well with the whole moisturizing and laying my edges.
Hey guys, welcome to my tutorial. So I'll be doing my nighttime routine. So this is a routine I do every single night unless Jesus comes home. So what we're going to do is basically I'm going to show you a modified version, and I'm also going to show you the usual version that I usually do. Okay, so you're going to need about 3 products. So over here I have 2 different types of products for hair food. It depends on each to his own, really. So I have, this is Hair Food Coconut by Black Chic, and then this one is your Beeswax Jabu Stone. Whatever product you like, depending on the smell, depending on also the texture of your hair, will inform exactly what products you use. So I generally like the Black Chic Hair Food because it's a bit less thicker than this one. I use this one if I want to be, you know, as Divine says, bad and bougie. Okay, also you're going to need your water. I just wanted to mention that you don't need to be fancy schmancy. You can literally use any spritz spray or any other old, you know, so we can recycle, save the planet, you know, all about the green life. So you can use that, put water, and then, you know, spray. Also mix it with oil, whatever you fancy. It's all about you. And you're also going to need your dook. Come on guys, like people are like, where do I get my dook? I'm custom. No, like just go to your mom's cupboard, your dad's cupboard, someone's cupboard, and just take out something, or use an old scarf, because this was an old scarf that I used to use, and then I was just like, look at this pattern, this needs to go on my hair when I sleep. Okay, so that, and then of course you're going to need your beautiful brush. That is going to be awesome. And lastly but not least, castor oil. So what I do is, if I feel like, okay, I don't have time, my week is really packed, life is getting really hectic, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a normal band. So you can use whatever. You can even just cut up an old stocking and make your own bands, whatever you want to use. And what I do is I partition my hair either 4 or 2, really depending on whether I need to go sleep, because I only have 1 hour to sleep because I have class like in the next hour. So I'm going to do this one. So I still want to wake up looking fresh to go slay my day. So basically you partition your hair and then you put your knots. What I'm going to show you is exactly what I do most of the times in the night. I literally plait my hair every night. Now a lot of us are like, oh, but that's so hard, it's so painful. Girl, you gotta learn how to do this thing. I do. Okay, once that's done, you're going to use your castor oil. Shady. And then you're gonna put a little bit, honestly, like, because once again, you'll see with Divine, it's really thick. So you want to put that on your edge, on your baby hairs or your fake baby hairs, whatever you want to call it, really, it's up to you. So you put it in there, you put it on the side. You want to get it really inside because remember, we want to rejuvenate the hairline. So this really works wonders. If you feel like you have a great hairline, don't even bother. But if you feel like, oh, I just took out my braids and whatever, my hairline is looking weak, castor oil is going to be your best friend. Okay, so imagine. If you want to know how we do our edges because you want to look like, comment below. We want to hear some of the hair tips that you might have, some of the products that you might have that we may incorporate in our future videos. Trust me, we're going to do many more hair videos. So it's all up to you. You guys can let us know and we will bring it to you. And this is how I sleep. Look at this. Look at this. This is how I sleep every night, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to see you on the flip side.
So thank you guys for watching the tutorials. I hope you guys enjoyed them. We had so much fun filming them. I wish you guys could see the behind the scenes because something happened, but it's okay. I hope you guys enjoy them. Please let us know if you want to see more videos like that. Let us know about the products that you use. What has been your journey. Share your stories actually of how maybe you became natural or you decided not to be natural, so we can, you know, engage and talk. And so to end it all off, I just wanted to ask you, do you think there's any progress as it comes to natural hair, the products, how people, you know, relate with the topic? Do you think that there's any improvement that we've experienced over time, or do you think that we still have a long way to go? I think it's a little bit of both, but I think there's definitely a huge progress. I think just for myself, when I made the decision about my natural hair, I was also thinking about my children. Like, when you watch it, my kids know I've loved you for a long time. But I was thinking about my daughters, and I was thinking about how I never want them to experience like having to relax their hair unless they choose to.
Right.
And I was thinking about how they would walk into, let's say, Clicks or Discam or whichever store in whichever country that you are in, and they're gonna go and just pick up natural hair product thinking this was not a journey. Like, growing up, I never... I think that's why maybe we were
conditioned because it just
wasn't there. So it was like, if there's no option, that means it's not an option to have your hair.
That's deep.
You understand? You understand? So I think there's definitely a lot of progress, and I think it's even gonna be better in a few years' time. I think there's a long way to go, but we already are talking about it. The fact that this is even a topic that we're sitting down and talking about says a lot about how far we've come and where we're going. But I definitely think there is a lot of progress. And I also think think about TV shows. Years ago when I was watching the OC or One Tree Hill or all
Generations even.
South African context, you see, foreigner. But like, I never saw people with natural hair on TV, which is not a thing. That's why my point of reference was never there. Not that we've arrived, because there's still a bit of stigma. I think more so even in our own community, in the black community, where it's like, well, if you don't have natural hair, then you're not black. Stop it. Stop shaming people. People have the right to make decisions, but again, make a decision that's informed by happiness and congruency within yourself, not by insecurity. So
I think just give your hair a chance. Really, give it an opportunity to grow. Give it an opportunity for it to experience your love. You know, don't approach your hair already with such a negative attitude, because it will show through your hair. You know, approach it with love. Give it the nutrients it needs, and also stand up for your hair. You know, when people have negative comments to make about your hair or black people's hair or whichever ethnicity group that you're in, stand up for hair because it really is who you are. You know, so guys, thank you so much for joining us on our video number 2. We're so happy and so honored to have this opportunity to bring you such great content. With that said, please do subscribe right below. Subscribe, and we want to engage with you furthermore. With that said, bye.